What is good, y'all? Mikey T, the movie star here. Let me just wait for everything to get synced up and situated so I can start tonight's podcast. If you're wondering what you're watching, that's all good. It's just my video on the other end so I can actually look and react to the comments that are coming in. Okay, that's Gucci. That's Gucci. Let me just make sure everything is good here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. Let me just give everybody a second to siphon into the video. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Everybody, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that like button on the tap in. Make sure you let me know what city and state you're representing, where you're tapping in from. What is good, y'all? Canada's in the building. Let me know what city and state you guys are tapping in from. Let me know how y'all are doing tonight. We're talking about some information, a warning that 50 Cent has put out. Also, some breaking news. Breaking news, you guys. PnB Rock actually detailed a run-in with Grape Street. I'm not sure the exact time period beforehand, but we're going to be going over all that tonight, you guys. We are going to be going over all of that tonight because PnB Rock was having issues in California, you guys. He was actually having issues in California that we're going to go over. He actually explained it with academics. 50 Cent prior to PnB Rock's passing. Obviously, we know what's been going on in hip hop over the last few years. You know what I mean? 50 Cent knows what's up. The game isn't the same as when 50 was a young buck, when dudes was running around with two-way pagers and you legitimately had to tell somebody where you were in order to find you back. Yo, when I text you 4113, it means I'm over here. You know what I mean? Different type of shit like that. Breaking different type of codes possibly. You know what I mean? I'm not that much of an old head to be around. I was kind of a young bull, not even understanding what was going on back at that point in time. Buffalo was popping. Appreciate you tapping in from Buffalo, New York. I see they had a major event out in Buffalo with Gilly and Benny the Butcher. They had a big rappers first choice smoke convention I seen out there in Buffalo. I wish I could have made it. You know what I mean? I wish I could have made it. I like to go out to all these type of events. If anybody ever wants to have me out to your events, whether it's a hosting gig, whether it's just to come out and public speaking, or if it's just to come out and show some love at your event, let me know. Glizzy, what up, bro? Definitely appreciate you tapping in, man. Glizzy Hendricks says Buffalo got the best rappers in the game right now. Hey, we're not debating that right now, bro. We're not debating that right now, man. But we just got a crazy story to talk about tonight. We got a warning from the Godfather himself. You know what I'm saying? Snoop was the Godfather at a point in time. But now we got the new Godfather. what do we call him? The godfather of gangster rap. 50 Cent coming in and offering valuable information. We're going to deliver that information to y'all. 50 Cent trying to look out for the youngins. You know what I mean? You would think that it's drawn out, spelled out. You know what I mean? You would think that would be the case, but it's not, you guys. You would think that would be the case with everything that's happened over the last few years. We look at Nip, we look at Pop Smoke, both of these instances taking place in California. Yep. Fifth and Lil TJ. Fifth and Lil TJ was rocking out because, you know, Lil TJ is back on his feet. That's right. Lil TJ's back on his feet. Everybody out there was looking for that altercation to spell defeat, but TJ is back on his feet. Salute to the young bull. Salute to the young buck standing up, showing the world, and really coming back into his own. And I'm glad to see 50, all the guys out there actually supporting one of New York's own. That's one of the most important things right there in the game. I got my brother in the building, King Cash Beats. We got St. Louis in the building tonight. The St. Louis sauce is in the building. Rest up, brother. Majestic. That's my bro right there. The probably, in my opinion, the best artist out of St. Louis. So if anybody's talking about the hottest list in St. Louis, Majestic 314 is on that list. Majestic is on that list, you guys. If anybody's talking about, yo, who's a hot rapper in St. Louis? Remember, Mikey T, the movie star, said Majestic. When it comes to the vocals, when it comes to the lyrics, when it comes to the bars, the metaphors, the storytelling, it's Majestic. I'm putting all my money on that right there. When we're talking about St. Louis, that's that St. Louis sauce. That's that St. Louis sauce. And plus, King Cash does beats. So y'all go click on his YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go click on his YouTube right now if y'all want to hit King Cash Beats up for some shit. You know, but let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, man. 50 Cent posted a message on the viral Instagram location warning. Location warning. Location warning. So it's a viral message warning users to be aware of the app's ability to determine their exact location. I had actually spoke on this a little bit earlier on the stream with Twiz. Sometimes when you go onto your gram, when you log on to the gram, when you're at a specific location, whether you're with a friend, whether you're with a shorty, and you post up the location where you're at, even without you suggesting the option, your phone is going to know immediately where you are. So 50 Cent alerted all of his fans. And when we say 50 alerted all of his fans, we're talking about people like Pop Smoke. We're talking about people like PnB Rock. May they rest in peace. These rappers that came up, they were fans of 50, undoubtedly, appearing on his music, remixing his music. When 50 posts on his Instagram, it's not just the everyday fan that's watching. It's not just the people that purchased Get Rich or Die Trying that are watching, or The Massacre. You know what I mean? It's this current celebrities. All the current celebrities are watching. They're all watching what each other's doing. They're discovering new fads. You know what I mean? New trends. That's how they remain trendy. They move a little bit quicker than, oh, dude ain't recognized that. Shit was popping off and we're getting there back on it. All different types of things like that, you guys. So 50 alerted all of his fans. And I imagine this is because of the state of hip hop. You know, 50 Cent worked with Pop Smoke on his album after he passed. Pop Smoke actually reinvented some of 50's songs. And that's one way to attract the attention of 50 Cent, is to actually reinvent things that he has done in the past. It seems like he likes nostalgia. You hear somebody popping up on some shit that 50 did, you're almost going to automatically become intrigued. You're like, oh shit, this is intriguing. I'm rocking with this. And that's how you attract some of the old heads like a 50 who comes from a generation or two above me. Maybe just one. I'm not trying to put 50 in that category like he's an old head. 50 is a genius. You know what I mean? 50 has accomplished so many goals that others have wanted to, from television to film to record labels to books, you know what I mean, to sports and entertainment, man. I take my hat off to 50 Cent. But, my favorite is the record label. You know what I mean? That's just my favorite personally. You know what I mean? My favorite personally is the record label. That's what I have chosen to be the biggest fan of. TV shows were, I mean, not TV shows, the movies weren't really doing it for me. TV shows are cool, but I've always been the one for, obviously, you know what I mean? I run a YouTube channel. I have basically based the majority of my life around music, you guys. So obviously the most interested I'm going to be with 50's businesses is in, you know what I mean, the music. Not to say I wouldn't rock with some of 50's champagne. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I wouldn't rock with some of 50's champagne, Lakeem Medora, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We'll put it on the block. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I wouldn't rock with 50's champagne, and Snoop Dogg knows I'm still waiting on my death row chain. It is what it is, man. And I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Y'all know the vibes, man. It's big prayers up for PnB Rock. Big prayers up for PnB Rock, man. Unfortunate situation that happened in hip hop. Very unfortunate when our key celebrities, our key influencers, the people that, you know what I'm saying, that help us with our everyday enjoyment. And yeah, I'm taking it to that level, you guys. I'm taking it to that level. You know what I mean? Because we got to treat these guys better. We have to put more respect on their name than just treating them like a lick, treating them like you're going to run up when somebody's actually getting a bite to eat with his loved one. You know what I mean? That's right. Rest up, PnB. Rest up, PnB. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in here. It's tragedy that this man loses his life for his family, his friends. It's just a damn tragedy for himself, all the accomplishments that he was still going to make. So young, 30 years old, really at the cusp of everything that he could attain. Let's be realistic about this, you guys. Him and 50 actually worked together as well. We're gonna get into that in a bit. We're gonna get into that in a bit. So the blast reported that 50 Cent, like 50 had posted a screenshot of a warning given the lowdown on Instagram's alleged ability to track an iPhone user's precise location. Y'all know it. Every time some shit pops up, it's asking you about your location. In some circumstances, that's going to be beneficial to you. If you're looking up a store, you don't want to be redirected. A lot of people travel, so they've got to get out of that. You know what I mean? That's why those prompts are going to come up to allow a new location setting. So now you're no longer at the Cheesecake Factory at the Dolphin Mall in Florida. Now they got you right up in Pembroke Pines at the outdoor mall. Now they got you because your phone is enabled. Every time you turn it on, click the button, enable location. Some situations it helps you. You need to get gas. You want to make it to the right arena, the right part of town. In some circumstances, it's going to help you. In some circumstances, it's going to bite you in the ass. Not every location that you have should be posted to the general public at that point in time. But what do they say about us? What do they say about our generation, you guys? Look what they say about our generation. They say our generation is the generation that likes to post every single thing we do on social media. I got up, I brushed my teeth. Yo, I decide I was brushing my teeth. I got a platinum grill, so I got to brush my teeth in the morning. Then you go out and you show where you take your everyday walk. You know what I'm saying? People just like always, they're doing too much, man. And to be honest with you, the only reason that people back in the day didn't do it, first of all, people were a little bit more private back in the day. They were a little bit more private. That's facts. But also, they didn't have the everyday ability to go post on the internet as we do. You know what I mean? They don't have the everyday ability to post on the internet like we do. The way that technology worked back then, it wasn't the same. You know what I mean? It just wasn't the same. Yeah, I was private for quite a while, you know what I'm saying? And then I realized I was really not like smart for not having an Instagram. I'm like, are you kidding me? I made an Instagram, you guys, the day I left Miami, the night before I left Miami. I lived in Miami for 5 years and I made an Instagram the night before I left Miami. And that was a crazy day on Instagram. I was like running up and down the strip. On one of those hoverboards. So let's get back into it. So the post reads, if you have an iPhone, listen up. After a recent iOS update, people can now find your exact location from Instagram. For example, if you put the location tag of Salt Lake City, it will show you your exact location versus general locations. There are allegedly stalkers and criminals using the features to find people and break into homes and cars. Well, I mean, you hear what they say about the iPhone. I just made $1 million off my iPhone. You know what I mean? With the access and the ability to find anything that you want like that on the phone just by searching this or that, you know what I mean? It just opens up a lot more when it comes to crimes and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? The ability to follow somebody and then find out who their manager is and then find out who their manager's assistant in and then find out who's their cameraman, the other artist, and then you follow them all and then you get kind of an idea of what's going on in their world. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you couldn't do that with Rockefeller, with Murder Inc. You'd have to literally show up to the shows. You'd have to show up to the radio stations. You'd have to pitch yourself. You'd have to pitch them to you'd have to pitch yourself to them outside of their studio. You know what I mean? It was a little bit different. It was a little bit different back then. Now, dude pops up at Popeyes. Oh, he's at Popeyes. He goes there at least once a week. So if I spend a whole week going to Popeyes, I'm going to run into him. I'm going to get a chance to give him my album. I'm going to get a chance to get in one of those videos. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yeah, man, Lucci, I was living in Miami for 5 years. So 50 and PnB Rock. 50 worked with PnB Rock on the song Crazy. You know, 50 was acting in the music video, dropped in 2018. Y'all can check it out. Yayo was in the music video. Salute my guy Yayo. 50 was freaking out on him in the video. That's right, the Crazy video. 50 was actually freaking out on Yayo. Jesus. 50 even went as far to remove Tony Yayo's jewelry in this video. I gotta say it. Yayo, don't be hating on me, bro. I don't got it as the headline. The headline isn't 50 Cent removes Tony Yayo's jewelry. You know, I could probably have a couple hundred more viewers if I did that, but I'm not actually that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Banks hits me up. I let him know, Banks, you want that down? I'll take that down. I'm not like every other blogger. I got respect for the artists that I speak on. What's popping with y'all, man? Appreciate everybody for tapping in. So 50 Cent did a record called Crazy with PnB Rock, which I thought was amazing. I'm going to go over this record, just not tonight. Just not tonight. I'm gonna go over a few parts of it because like 50's lyrics were actually they really stuck with me on this. He said, "My grandpa was the strongest, then he broke down, and I broke down. I look around like if shit go bad now, who I'm gonna go to now? If shit go bad now, who I'm gonna go to now?" I really actually relate to that. You know what I mean? I relate to that so much because of, the family that I have. My grandfather, my dad was in a wheelchair my whole life. My grandfather actually was at the helm of the family. I was living in Miami, like I said, for like 5 years and doing my thing, music industry, all type of shit. So I left all the family in Connecticut and Rhode Island. I was doing my thing in Miami, trying to achieve my dreams, achieving my dreams. My dad passed away December of 2014. So then I come back up for the funeral. February of 2015, my grandfather passed away. So two of the major male figures in my family passed away. So that's why I decided to move back up to Connecticut. If anybody has ever asked themselves that question, that's actually why I decided to move back up to Connecticut. Just because that was kind of crazy to me that at that point in time, that two of the major male figures in my family had passed on. What up, what up, what up? Shout out to Cranston. Yup. Shout out to Big Snoop Dogg. Like I said, I'm waiting on my death row chain. Shout out to Lil Flip for putting me on game. Shout out to Lil Flip for putting me on game with the exotic pop. Got that Trill OG orange soda, baby. Okay, you already know how we do, man. You already know how we do. We sipping right over here. Well, whether it's that high class champagne, Moet, Moet, Vouv Clicquot, Lil Blue, Bel Air Blue. But Gilly said Bel Air Blue's out, so you don't see it back there no more. Yo, Gil, I need some of that. I need some of that endorsed vodka that you got over on the show, my brother. I'm gonna hit Gil up about a message about that. Actually, I need some of that endorsed vodka that $1 million worth of game be messing with. And I want to say it's Amsterdam vodka. Yeah. Amsterdam vodka. What up? New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam vodka. What up? Gil, let's go. Let's get a couple bottles of them things over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a couple bottles of them things over here. So let's get back into it, though. Sorry for keeping y'all waiting. So 50 was, he actually really related to me on these lyrics, but I'm going to go over the full lyrics for Crazy soon because he had a couple crazy things to say in there. PnB Rock's hook is a little morbid on this, but really it's just like the painting that he is making. I totally look at it as creativity from PnB Rock. If he's saying things like, "It feels like I'm going crazy, nothing can save me. I'm going close to the edge. I can't stop staring out my window, chopper in my pistol." I can honestly look at that as creative, you know what I mean? Freedom, you know what I mean? Artistic, creativity is how I look at him making music like that. Unfortunately, you guys, PnB Rock wasn't in the music video. When you go to look at it, 50 is acting throughout the entirety of the music video. So that's a little bit of a, you know what I mean? That's a little bit of a treat, you could say. 50 actually appearing in the video like that. 50 actually acting out scenes in the video. I would have just liked to have seen if, PnB Rock actually was in it. I'm not sure if it would maybe a traveling consequence, you know what I mean? So PnB Rock revealed almost getting into a crazy altercation. Academics asked PnB Rock if they tried to take his jewelry. PnB Rock is like, where I'm from, we sneaky criminals. In LA, they are bold. They bold. They want to spark a conversation with you. They want to spark a conversation with you. It's what is it like? Yo, you got a cigarette? No? Well, come off that rolly then. Come off that rolly then. Is this how they do it in New York? You know what I mean? Is this how they do it everywhere else? Is this how they're doing it in LA? They started off with a little bit of conversation. Yo, where's the 4 train at? Do they try to strike up a conversation like, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to gauge you almost. You know, I'm just wondering, you guys. I'm just wondering, does the small talk thing, is that really what happens before they get busy? They get a little small talk going on. PnB Rock said, a majority of the times I got into shit, they gave up their drop too fast. The second time I got into shit, dudes was talking loud as shit and they wanted me to hear it. So this is what PnB Rock is actually telling the academics, and it's like they don't realize they're talking around a lot of the times. They didn't realize they were talking loud, right? But they catch themselves. Gangsters don't talk low. They know how to keep a calm demeanor, but they're always on some rowdy shit, beefing amongst each other. You know, you've seen Paid in Full. These guys are literally beefing amongst each other. So when Cameron goes out in the street, it's not random when he puts his foot in someone's ass. You know what I'm saying? They're literally beefing. Yo, you make that shot, I'm gonna give you 10 grand. Yo, you better give me that 10 grand or it's your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're literally going at it amongst each other, beefing amongst each other over some petty criminal BS. You know, it's always some F shit going on. You know what I mean? Always some, I like to keep it a certain standard on my channel, you guys. I don't like to come on here and just drop F bombs for the sake of it. You know what I mean? I know how to conduct myself when it comes to speaking on a microphone. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see it, don't act like it's not here. These dudes, you know what I mean? They be blowing up their own spot. I caught a couple dudes like that. Like, yo, you plotting on my guy? No, you better that's my man. I hope you're not plotting on my guy. Y'all heard it on. You better not say nothing about my man Ja. You heard it on Get Rich or Die Trying, man. But no, that's not how it is. I'm just talking about the realistic. Sometimes you be here overhearing somebody. Da, 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 da. They don't know you're actually cool with dude, but they don't care. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's my man. I hope you weren't planning on getting him. Hope you weren't planning on getting my guy. Then they blow up the spot. You know what I mean? They know they honest. They honest. This ain't gonna work. PnB Rock probably peeped that already. You know, PnB Rock kind of seems to be like the, that type. I don't know too much about PnB Rock, but he seems to be the non-confrontational type of cat. You know what I mean? Not to say he's soft or anything. I'm not saying that because I know he's been behind bars and I know he's had to defend himself and he's run around crazy, even in interviews himself admitting jumping in scuffles. I'm not saying he's soft, but he doesn't strike me as the type of guy to just get into all that. He's the type of guy that's making sure his career has longevity. That's how I looked at it, from appearing on his own albums to appearing on soundtracks to actually getting major features out there. And I'm talking low-level street features that gave him that credibility all the way to the highest of the high features, you guys. So PnB Rock said this, y'all. PnB Rock said this. I'm with my daughter and my girl. We outside on fair facts. I already peeped it. We out of here. We gone. I'm just going off of vibes. We out. But she ain't peep it. She be thinking I'm tripping. PnB Rock was like, we like 2 to 3 streets down and she wants to pull over again? Not thinking? Someone came and took a parking spot and they must have been following. And I walked past the car. The car is bombed out, tinted to the max, and I'm feeling the energy from the car. Listen to that shit, you guys. They actually pulled over. They actually pulled over. They actually pulled over after avoiding the static. That was very shocking to me that he's telling this story with academics. And now we are literally witnessing like a different version of almost the same story. You know, I want to get into it a little bit further, you guys, but you would think that if somebody who had the ability to relocate himself, relocate members of his family, ran into a problem like this in a certain state, he would relocate himself. There is nothing soft about finding a new property. There's nothing soft about that, about providing the safety of your family and your loved ones and making sure you're going to be here tomorrow. Because let me reassure you guys, it is not necessarily about today. It's about tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. That's what this shit is about. And that's why we work so hard today to guarantee tomorrow. That's how I feel in regard to this situation. That's why I am quite alarmed. I'm quite alarmed that PnB Rock is talking to academics. You know what I mean? The number one blogger, if academics even considers himself a blogger anymore. He's more of a tree. You know what I mean? He's more of a tree, and everybody's branching off and he's creating so many different things. But he doesn't want to mess with rappers anymore, from what he's saying. He's probably messing with bloggers now, I guess. He was trying to sign Gilly and Wallow. Very interesting. Very interesting that he was trying to sign Gilly and Wallow. Very interesting that he had thoughts of signing Fabio Foreign as well, though. But that's another topic. It's another topic. So I'm looking at this situation like, yo, why are you not double parked? Why are you in a parking spot, but you're not getting out the car? That right there is a dead giveaway. If you're double parked, I'm not worried about you. But stuff like that is a dead giveaway. Why is you not double parked? Why are you not double parked? You're seeing this. You know what I mean? If you're in a parking spot, why are you still in your car? It's called a parking spot. It's called a parking spot for a reason. You don't park your car and still continue to sit in it. Because now I want to know what's up. Whose man is this? And why is his windows tinted? Roll through my block with your windows tinted. I'll shoot it out till I see who's in it. That's another dead giveaway. This is another dead giveaway. I'm going to send a message. You see something that looks a little shaky like this, you don't need to get out of the car and go get a Gatorade. You don't need to go out of the car and get the new pair of polo shorts. You could chill and just move on. But the major questions around this is the perception that his shorty doesn't have his back. Everybody's taking that perception. His girl posted on social media. His girl wanted him to stop the vehicle, right? Shorty was probably like, oh, there's the Gucci store. Let me run in to buy some shit. Shorties always want to do 100 stops. Let's be real here. Like, let me run up in there. Let me see if they got the new fall season type shit. They be on some BS like that, man. That's just the thing that females like to do. So let's not read into it so much. Let's not read into that so much. But my response to that is like, it's like, what are you going to do to prevent that? That's not to say it's not common. It's not, it's happening. It's happening all the time. We've all probably been through it ourselves. You stop somewhere, moments later, you're stopping again. You know what I'm saying? Moments later, you're stopping. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to be like, nah, we ain't shopping right now. We have a planned route. Cause that's like some little kid shit. There's Wendy's, there's McDonald's. Then they're stopping at McDonald's, they're stopping at Burger King, they're stopping at Wendy's because they want the nuggets from over here and they want the soft serve from over there. And you know what I mean? And it just goes to show you that she was making spontaneous stops. And it shows you right there that she didn't line him up. And her dropping the picture, let's be real. Her dropping the picture in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Here's the thing with that. So taking the picture at the Roscoe's, that's a thing that females do. You know, when I go to Philippe's, though, I'm sitting by the kitchen. You got to sit by the kitchen to get to me. If I'm going out to dinner, I'm not letting you take a flick. I'll be like, chill. We ain't doing photos tonight. You know what I mean? You're chilling with this is Mikey T. You're chilling with a different type of dude. I'll tell you what, take a flick, post it up when we're on the way home. Not while we're sitting here because now you done tagged Philippe's Chow. You tagged Roscoe's. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but post it after we're out. You know what I mean? Post it after we're out, man. You know what I mean? And if you don't like that, you can pay for Philippe's. And I'm off this. Gangsta. But everyone's asking the question, why is it so important for you to show your food? Nicki Minaj asked the question, you guys. Nicki Minaj was like blown away, you guys. Nicki Minaj was blown away, you guys. And I got to read her statement. She said, after Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts to show waffles and some fried chicken. He was such a pleasure to work with. Condolences to his mom and family. This makes me sick. Listen to that statement right there from Nicki Minaj. She's 100% real, even though it's the brutal truth, you guys. Even though it is the brutal truth, she is absolutely correct, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just for a picture of some steak, just for a picture of some waffles and some fries. And I'm not saying this like that little punk with the rainbow hair was talking about posting up shit. Like, I'm not saying it in regard to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's really not worth it. You know what I mean? These are everyday things. Every day, people wake up in the morning to eat waffles and syrup. You know what I mean? These are just everyday occurrences. It just so happens that the people that are there, they're experiencing life with their loved ones. They're in what are the most precious moments of their own life. They want to put those moments into, you know what I mean? They want to take those moments and never forget them. That's why they do these things. PnB Rock said this. I didn't go in the store. So this is after they actually pull off for the second time. PnB Rock notices it tinted windows. Shit's looking crazy. Shit's looking crazy. He still goes in the store. PnB Rock, man. Rest in peace, man. One of the greats, one of a kind. You know what I mean? One of the greats, one of a kind. I went over his career pretty much in full the other day on the podcast. So if y'all check that out, you know what I mean? You can see basically a full analyzation of his whole career from his first signing after getting out of jail with Atlantic Records to then actually appearing on multiple records that would go on to be major, from the Pop Smoke to the Ed Sheeran to actually working with Meek Mill. I went over it all the other day. Y'all need to go check it out. A couple videos back. So PnB Rock said, I didn't go in the store for 2 seconds and the same people hop out the car talking gang shit. I recognize the energy. He started talking to me on some gangsta shit. I'm like, do you know me? I flagged him off and I walked out the store. Academics said, doesn't that make you nervous with your girl? And then PnB Rock actually answered. He said, that's why I be trying to be cool. You don't want to be nervous to make it look like something is about to happen to you. It's crazy the way he's saying that about the way he actually reacted to being in this situation with his loved one. Now, this is two situations where he's legitimately with his loved one. He's running into altercations while he's out shopping, running errands, whatever the hell they were doing. Now he has another altercation while they're out eating. Now he has another altercation while they're out eating. So PnB Rock said, that's why I be trying to be cool. You don't want to be nervous to make it look like something is about to happen to you. You want them to be as calm as possible. You want your girl and your kids to be thinking it's cool. Ain't nothing going to happen to us. We super good. That's exactly, I feel what he's saying. I'm not a father myself, but I could imagine any man, leading a family wants his family to feel like they are invisible. He wants them to feel he wants them to feel like he's going to be there to protect them. And as Twiz was telling me earlier, sometimes to protect your family, you have to admittedly take a loss. You have to realize that taking that jewelry off, giving it to them, that is legitimately minor in the big scale, in the major scale. That is a minor thing to do, to lose that jewelry. An object that you can get back 100 times over. PnB Rock went on, we super good. So I just be cool. I kept it cordial. We out. When they got to the car, I let them know I'm not on that. I ain't going to say what happened, but dudes know I'm not on that. Academics said they ain't take nothing from you. PnB Rock said, I ain't never been robbed in my life. I ain't never been robbed in my life, PnB Rock said, you guys. I ain't never been robbed in my life. I ain't never been robbed in my life. I ain't gonna say never. I ain't superstitious, but I haven't been robbed. Axe said, that's why LA is spooky. Broad daylight is when they're really doing it. And it's not like they're hoodied up trying to sneak through. PnB Rock said it's a new generation. People are on demon time. Yeah, even in the blogging world, man. Even in the blogging world, these dudes is on demon time. They're moving a whole nother way. Bloggers do not move the same way as we moved back in the day. Bloggers do not move the same way as we did back in the day. Them bloggers ain't moving right. I'm telling y'all, them bloggers ain't moving right. I'm just keeping it real. It ain't even the same no more. Everybody got up off the clout. You know what I mean? They just want clout. They just want clout. Just like with this situation, running up on a man for his jewelry. It's almost the same type of shit, man. It's almost the same type of shit. It's kind of blasphemous to think that they're going to run up in there for the man's jewelry like that, acting like there's going to be much resale value on that, acting like anybody is going to be wanted to be seen in any type of fragment of that jewelry that belonged to PnB. And what do you got? Somebody lined up who's going to take care of all that for you? Yeah, I was talking to some of the guys today. You got to have somebody lined up, ready to go if you're going to unload that jewelry. My part of the equation is who's ever going to want to be seen in it? Who's going to want to do business with you? Going to get a fraction of what the jewelry actually costs too back. PnB Rock said, I do me. I don't really be outside like that to be in the mix of the dumb shit. I'm in the shop. I'm going to go get some drip. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to places where people are not going to be on gangsta shit. Listen to that breakdown right there that PnB Rock gave to academics of his daily activities. Sprinkle in a little lunch. PnB Rock isn't doing anything that is harming anybody. He's living a regular lifestyle. He is in LA. He is in LA. That's 100% accurate. Why is he in LA? Not to run into confrontation like this. He's in LA to see what he can make happen with his dreams. That's why he's in LA, you guys. He's out in LA to make auditions. He's out in LA to make opportunities with different record labels and get on different soundtracks like The Fate of the Furious, a billion-dollar franchise, you guys. That PnB Rock, the guy who you don't really know if you know him, right? You know, PnB Rock. You don't really know. Okay, he's involved in billion-dollar franchises. He put himself up there amongst the most legendary rappers, you guys. I'm talking Little Baby. I'm talking Young Thug. I'm talking Wiz Khalifa. I'm talking Kodak Black. I'm talking about the new generation who, if you can't stand beside them, you better not act like you're popping. I understand you're going to get embraced by the 50s. I understand the big wigs in the game. T.I. Oh, yeah. Yeah. T.I., go look at the sales. All the major rappers in the game going to embrace you. That's great. But if you can't stand beside the young generation, you guys, if you can't stand beside that young generation, the people are going to say, who are you? Who are you? And that's what that man did. PnB Rock, he put himself amongst the greats. And I respect that because a lot of people were saying, how is PnB Rock going to make himself stand out? and he found a way. PnB Rock said, I do me. I don't really be outside like that to be in the mix of the dumb shit. He already been in the mix of the dumb shit, you guys. He's already been locked up over the dumb shit that doesn't really add up to a fraction of the money that he saw. You know what I mean? I think we can all be realistic. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, Wallow got locked up. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys got locked up for taking things when they didn't know how valuable what they were giving to the world was. Look at these guys, the lives that they've changed, the monies that they've made by simply changing lives. They never knew it could have worked. I thought we had to take the money. I thought we had to take the money. Once you put out that positive energy to the world that you got, the money's going to come right to you. The money's going to come right to you. So PnB Rock said, I don't be in the mix of the dumb shit. I'm in the shop. I'm going to get some drip. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to places where people are not going to be on no gangster shit. Nine times out of 10, I'm not going to the club. They ain't going to catch me at no strip club. Dudes be out lacking. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to put myself in no position because I know what happens in those situations. Geez, the way PnB Rock is just talking about this so openly, it's kind of crazy. I realized that when a lot of people messaged me and said, hey, Mikey T, you got to look at this. You got to look at what PnB Rock said. And then a lot of different posts were going up talking about how PnB Rock was talking about this incident that happened before what unfortunately happened yesterday. You know what I mean? I myself, looking at the career of PnB Rock, looking at the struggle that he made it through, I would have never thought that he was continuing to go through this. I guess you just wouldn't think that an artist, right at the prime or heading into the prime of their career, or, you know what I mean? You wouldn't think that they were running into so much negativity when they're just out there amongst the people. You know, it's like what Whack 100 was saying the other day. I was talking about Whack 100 speaking about Blueface. Whack 100 was speaking about the fact that the game is so seasoned when it comes to his security, but Blueface not so much. You know what I mean? Blueface not so much. So let me get back into this. He said, shit, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to the club. They ain't going to catch me at no strip club. Dudes be out there lacking, and I'm just not doing that. I'm not going to put myself in no situation. I'm not going to put myself in no situation. I know what happens when you're in those situations. Damn. This goes right into the saying that's, becoming so popularized right now, you guys, about rappers being one of the most dangerous professions. One of my guys, my guy Caesar CeeLo was actually telling me today about insurance on rappers, y'all. And I was just kind of like, damn, like you're not even really in the mix of what's actually happened right here at this moment, but what you're saying, or I thought you weren't, but what you're saying is actually what's going on in hip hop right now. That's actually just crazy to me, you know. The fact that, a lot of people have said different things about there needing to be a union in hip hop. all different types of shit like that. You know what I mean? Hip hop is $1 billion game, man. I think the OGs in hip hop do need to be taken care of. You know what I mean? I think there does need to be certain things out there for people in the realm of hip hop to fall back on. But will that ever happen? I don't really know. I don't really know if that'll happen, you know what I mean, in the future. But hip hop is becoming so popularized that so many different branches of it are birthing multi-millionaires. Like, look what just recently happened with battle rap. You know what I mean? Battle rap went from a realm of the battle rappers thinking that they actually needed to become artists in the industry to now being completely functioning battle rappers, and that's just their job. Independent contracting as a battle rapper, you guys. You know what I mean? All the battle, let's not even sugarcoat it. The battle rappers used to think that they had to make the transition into music. They thought that they had to make the transition into music. But the fact of the matter is that they can just stay at home now. They're them kids who get to stay at home. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is grinding, going to school every day, we're going, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that their albums get the proper promotion. Battle rappers are staying at home. They're the cool kids. They get to come out. They get to come out. You know what I mean? When the time is right, when the paper's right. As Hot Boy Turk, what Hot Boy Turk said. Hold on one second. Hot Boy Turk said, I'm rich now. That was lit when he actually did that. I'm rich now. That was dope. I ain't even gonna cap. That was dope when Hot Boy Turk did that shit, man. I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. So yeah, 50 Cent actually said some things about Pop Smoke. Very brief. That's why I actually wanted to bring up the Crazy record. You know, I actually wanted to bring up some of the lyrics. Excuse me, PnB Rock had an amazing hook on that joint, you know. PM 50 actually posted it up, the artwork. 50 PnB Rock, crazy. He wrote RIP PnB, my condolences to his loved ones. 50 Cent actually posted that on his Instagram page, showing him love. Like I said, they had a single, I believe it was featured on one of the Power soundtracks. It must have been because 50 actually put out a music video for it. As I said, there was no inclusion of PnB Rock. There was no inclusion of PnB Rock actually in the music video, which kind of sucked. You know what I mean? It was like, come on, Fifth, you got the opportunity right here. And plus, man, I know you like Philly artists, man. This could have been like the resurgence of G Unit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of G Unit resurgence. I'm down. You know what I mean? Shout out to my bro Kid Kid. I see Kid actually posted. Kid actually posted about PnB Rock on his page. Let me see. Let me try to shoot this video over to Kid real quick. I don't know if he's going to be on deck. My brother, 10 Toes Down was supposed to join me tonight, but Bimmy got him out at Fashion Week or something like that. He's got him out at Fashion Week or something like that. And I told Pen, I was like, yo, you are doing major things. Keep on doing right. You know, I'm on here trying to do what I do. Not trying. I am doing what I do. You heard? I am doing what I do. So Boosie actually posted a message. Boosie has been taken off of Instagram on a few occasions. I don't even know if he's back on Instagram. I think this was actually a Twitter post or something like that, you guys. I think this was actually a Twitter post. Boosie was like, every time you're in LA, He said, every time you're in LA, keep your guns and your finger on the trigger. Be ready to shoot at all times. Keep your hand on your Glock. No safety. This dude is wild with it. Boosie is pretty wild with it, man. Boosie is uncensored. You're not going to get a censored version of Boosie, even if he is surrounded by the police. Have you guys seen Boosie's police videos are not like Benzino's police videos. Let's just be straight about that. I got a feeling, you guys, that Boosie saw those wild, outlandish, ridiculous Benzino arrest videos and was like, yo, I'm not going out like that, number one. I'm going to say whatever the hell I want, number two. And number three, I'm rich. In the last video, he actually pulled out like 30 bands. He was like, all right, I ain't even doing it like this. I got the bail money right here. I got my phone. I'll call an Uber probably. If you want to ask the question, oh, what's he going to do after he bails out? They just arrested him when he was smoking in the car. They're not going to let him drive away. Okay, call an Uber. Let's get the party back started. Y'all heard what Boosie said. He's like, yo, who wants to come back to my crib? What? This dude Boosie is uncensored, you guys. Boosie says the wildest shit. And he'd be pissed that they keep taking him off Instagram too, man. I really can't believe they took him off Instagram, man. Just because he was trying to promote his pay-per-views and shit like that. That's what Boosie, I'm going to say this, Boosie needs to keep doing his pay-per-views. And Boosie, if you need somebody to help promote those pay-per-views, holla at me, man. Because honestly, that's the vibe right there. Sometimes if you know what I mean? Sometimes if you can't get something together right away, you gotta pull back on it a little bit. You gotta push back a little, man. You could always reschedule in an event. You know what I'm saying? There was a rumor that Kodak Black and Boosie were going to do something along the lines of a prom. Do you realize the streaming capability over that? Come on, man. Let's just be smart about it. Let's not just move too quickly on things. That's all I'm saying about that. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, rest in peace, the young Dolph. Rest in peace, the young Dolph, man. Unfortunate. Another unfortunate situation. So let me get back to it right here. Let me get back to it here. So PnB Rock news drop. PnB news dropped on all types of news broadcasts, y'all. One of the news broadcasts, a fan actually spoke, saying that his voice was something unique and never heard before. The report was that he was eating lunch with his girlfriend at Roscoe's, and a man with a gun came up to his table and demanded the jewelry he was wearing. Witnesses say Witnesses say he argued with him. Witnesses say Rock argued with him. They say the robber shot him several times, removed his valuables, and ran outside and got away in a waiting car. Rock later died at the hospital. He was 30 years old. I need everybody to share this video. We're going over this breaking news. PnB Rock actually detailed a crazy incident where he got pressed pretty much in LA. Dudes was waiting out for him at the car, pressing up on him. He had to explain he wasn't he's like, yo, man. He's like, that's not, yeah, if y'all, let's go. Appreciate everybody tapping in. This is what PnB Rock said about getting pressed in Cali. He said, I'd just be cool. I kept it cordial. We out. When they got to the car, I let them know I'm not on that. I ain't going to say what happened, but dudes know I'm not on that. I ain't going to say what happened, but dudes know I ain't on that. Academics asked him, they ain't take nothing from you? PnB said, I ain't never get robbed in my life. I ain't going to say never. I ain't superstitious, but I haven't been robbed. Academics use the term. Academics use the term spooky. Shout out to my guy Emrek, always be using the term spooky. Academics said that's why LA is spooky. Broad daylight is when they're really doing it. And it's not like they're hooded up trying to sneak through. Well, correction, these dudes were masked up, running through, confrontation style. Give us the jewels. That's how they were. In a situation like this, when you don't have your security, in a situation like this, when you don't have your security, you don't have your boys there, you don't have your guys there ready to go, making sure this doesn't happen to you, dude, hemming him up, throwing him over the counter. They're making scrambled eggs with his ass. You don't got your boys there to make sure that's not happening. And furthermore, you're there with a cherished family member, a loved one of any kind. You got this one. This one's on you. I'm being compliant. We up out of here. Ain't no finish. I was just thinking, ain't no finishing the waffles. We're putting down the mac and cheese. The yams. Why'd you order the yams? Sorry, man. I'm just saying, when a situation like this happens, you got to be compliant. And I'm not saying that to say that you're soft. You're there with a cherished one in your family. You're there with a cherished one in your family. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over, man. That they got that one. Now, unless you feel like it's some other shit that's about to go down, that's when you flip the tables. Flip the table. It ain't going down like this. Ain't no way you, one of you, somebody in the getaway car, it ain't going down like this. You know what I mean? But it ain't no keep it cordial type. If you're keeping it cordial, keep it cordial and remove your jewelry. You know what I mean? But if you notice I imagine if you notice something's about to go down, you're about to flip the table. Like Carlos said, yep, you got to learn to take the L sometimes. 100%. PnB Rock was the breadwinner for his family. We see a lot of these guys, man. And I'm just even going to reference the Philly talent like Little Uzi Vert and Meek Mill and Beans. We see what these guys have done in Gilly and how they spread the wealth and they create opportunities for their loved ones and they make sure people are good. So we know how many lives they are actually affecting, you guys. And that's why we can really, like feel like everyone's condolences to PnB Rock's family because he was one of the ones showing his family the new light and a new passage. You know what I'm saying? A new way for their family. You know what I'm saying? Starting a whole new way of tradition, a new lifestyle of living, all that different type of shit. You know what I mean? They didn't know a different light. Like they families change when you get into that type of a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And then they're just going to go on to be great for generations. And when something like this happens, it's obviously crazy, because they've lost the major breadwinner in the situation, the person who's going to make sure some people are going to be going to college. You know what I mean? College tuition isn't cheap. I mean, if not everybody is doing a show for $100,000 a night, $50,000 a night, let's just be real. If somebody needs to be educated to become a doctor or become any type of, like a lawyer or become any type of a well qualified job like that where they're going to go on. But let me get back to it, man. I was just sort of talking about the significance of, you know what I'm saying, the opportunities that they're provided through this form of entertainment, not music. You know what I mean? One of the biggest forms of entertainment, $1 billion industry, man. That's right. RIP. RIP to all the lost ones, man. RIP to all the lost ones, man. Rest in peace to Stack. Rest in peace to PnB Rock, man. So tragically gone. You know what I mean? We think about all the other occurrences in Cali as of late. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. This shit is tragic. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate you guys tapping in, man. Definitely appreciate you guys tapping in. So let me get back to it here. So they said here. So I'm asking myself, why did 50 post this message on his Instagram page to over 25 million people about the Instagram tracking? But it's really not that hard to figure out. You know what I mean? Um, look at the fact that, like, I'm asking myself, Mike, do you think it has anything to maybe do with some of his beef? For instance, when a scuffle is posted online, if 50 were to be in a scuffle, maybe some people might want to run to that exact location. It actually made me think about one of the last couple scuffles that we heard about 50 Cent being in. Those scuffles went viral. If you guys remember, 50 Cent was at a nightclub and they were asking the question, did 50 get at this guy? Did 50 get hit? It goes viral in an instant. When somebody is watching it happen and they video record it and then they immediately post it on their Instagram, hey, this happened at Cameo. Everybody that's at Mansion, everybody that's at Live, everybody that's at Dream, Bamboo, they're calling the Ubers, they're running out the club. trying to become a part of a moment. Not everybody. You got your people that are going to stay on the dance floor regardless. But you got your people going out to these nightclubs just to find the static. They're just looking for the static. Oh shit. We can't get into this club tonight. 50's in there. Sections are $8,000 tonight. Can't get in there tonight. All right, I'll go to Dream. I know I'll be in Dream for 2 racks flat, 3 bottles. I'll be able to bring 18 people. It is what it is. You know, maybe that would be 4 bottles, actually. Excuse me. But then as soon as they hear that moment, they're dipping out. Yo, ... Time to roll. They're rolling up on 5th. Grab the cameras. We're the next TMZ. If it's that type of situation, too. They're always looking to point the camera in your face, too. They just want to skirt. The G Unit mobile just peeled. Oh, the other dude's out. Oh, the other dude's out there looking crazy now. The other dude's out there looking crazy after shit done popped off, right? Everybody share this video one time. Everybody share this video one time, man. Some of them Dakota. Some of them be playing the parking lot, sitting up in their whip, sitting up in the valet parking. Yeah, they do that. Yeah. I could tell you about valet parking at Cameo. I could tell you about valet parking at Live. Valet parking, you might as well put your car right there. Put it right there for 100. You're going to run into everybody. Oh, it's 100? Put it right there. You're going to run into this guy, that chick, that one, that celebrity, that actor, that athlete. You're going to run into them all right there, man. So if you're really trying to run up on somebody, and I suggest it be with good intentions, because this shit doesn't make any sense. This shit doesn't make any sense. Where does it get him aside from being on America's Most Wanted? I suggest you go up and try to meet these rappers, go up and try to meet these executives, or if you're trying to run into a comedian and get off a couple of your jokes because you want to any type of situation that you're trying to make play out for yourself, I recommend you do it like that. I don't recommend you do it by bringing means of antagonization. That is absolutely not right. And if you got, y'all are tapped in right now, and we're spreading good message right now, you guys. We're spreading a good message right now. Now, PnB Rock broke down a crazy situation with academics. He broke down a crazy situation with academics, you guys. 50 pretty much went over the fact that rappers need to watch what they post. You better watch what you post, man, because the viral Instagram location, this shit is a major, major warning that's going out there right now. And it's nothing that's too crazy, because all you got to do is actually look at what you're posting. I've said this before. I've gone through this same situation. I've gone through this same situation. You log in, you get a picture ready, right? You get a picture ready, and what happens? You just click, post it right away. Dude, you just done posted your whole location. And the accuracy on this, you enabled the accuracy to determine exactly where you are. So please take one less hit of the chronic. I know Dre and all that, they got you going ring, ring, down, whatever. We ain't going right there. I know you're ringing. I know your bells is ringing off the chronic, but let's just take a moment to realize what we're doing. Better yet, wait 20 minutes. Wait 20 minutes to after you leave Roscoe's to let the whole world and then some know what you're doing. Let's be real about this, you guys. Let's be real about this. And I give a shout out to 50. Everybody share this video. I give a shout out to 50 for working with PnB Rock. 50 sent his condolences to PnB Rock. They actually collaborated on Crazy, which is actually a really good track. I'm a little disappointed. You guys, because of the fact that 50 Cent didn't get PnB Rock in the video. Like, what? What? 2018 and you don't got PnB Rock in the video? You're 50 Cent, man. That shit would have been dirt cheap to you, 50. That shit would have been dirt cheap. And it would have made the video that much more classic. Instead of some of the action scenes, getting your Bruce Willis on, John Cusack, Nick Cage. 50 loves that shit, man. 50 loves that Sylvester Stallone, that Jason Statham shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard 50 was actually in the a new movie with Sylvester Stallone coming up. Actually, yeah, part 4 of that series. So salute to 50 actually getting on his movie shit. You know what I mean? And dominating television. Lil Meech actually just made it through that whole case. Major salute to Lil Meech. That is a major star in the, you know what I'm saying? TONY, the talk of New York. Shout out my guy Tony Yayo. Still waiting on that interview, Tony. I'd love to promote the new mixtape that you got coming out, plus the weed strain, man. You know I'm the biggest smoker in the blog game. That ain't even a comparison. That ain't even a comparison. Actually, Spider-Loc might got me. Spider-Loc, that's the guy right there. Spider-Loc be smoking a blunt, finishing rolling another blunt. So he might got me on that right there. I'll be real with you. Yes, exactly, Paco. Expendables. Expendables Part 4, but in reality, Expendables already kind of ruined their momentum when they changed their franchise from being R-rated after the first 2. They tried to make the third one a PG-13 rated film, got rid of all the blood, and then they did like terrible box office. Yeah, Spider be chiefing. I be chiefing too. All right, so let me see here. So 50 put PnB Rock on the song Crazy. I implore y'all to go check that out. Great record, man. Really a great record. PnB Rock on the hook was amazing. You know, he had some artistic freedom on that, I would have to imagine. 50 just let him do his thing. Unless 50 wrote the hook for him. Damn, I hope there's some video footage out there with PnB Rock actually talking about this 50 record. You know what I mean? But PnB Rock had said, where I'm from, we sneaky criminals. In LA, they're bold. They want to spark a conversation with you. PnB Rock said a majority of the time I got into shit, they gave up their drop too fast. The second time I got into shit, dude was talking loud as shit, like they wanted you to hear it. The thing is, they don't really realize they're talking around, you know what I mean? People around. A lot of times, they don't realize they're even talking loud. Never mind the people that they're talking around. They don't realize they're talking loud. But they catch themselves. But let's be real. Gangsters don't really talk low. They don't. They don't know how to keep calm. They don't keep that calm demeanor. They're always on some rowdy shit. You know what I mean? Think like Bang'em Smurf. Think like E Moneybags. You know what I mean? They're always on some rowdy shit. Think like Paid in Full, beefing amongst each other. beefing amongst each other over some petty criminal shit, some petty criminal BS. It's always some, fuck shit going around and being loud. You know what I mean? They're blowing up their own spot. I caught a couple dudes like that. You know what I mean? I caught a couple dudes like that. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You're plotting on my guy here? That's my man. I hope you weren't planning on getting him, right? I hear you. They done blew up their own spot. Now they're like, oh, they know that they know what's up. They're on us. This ain't gonna work. PnB Rock probably peeped that. He peeped that already. PnB Rock peeped that shit. But to me, in all honesty, PnB Rock, he doesn't really seem like the confrontational type of cat. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he's soft, in no way. I'm not saying he's soft. I've done an interview with his brother, PnB Mean. PnB Rock is not soft whatsoever. The dudes, they've been locked up together through the best of times and through the worst of times together. So I'm not saying he's soft, but I'm just saying he doesn't strike me as the type that's running into every situation looking for a confrontation. He's just not there anymore. He's not at the point where he just blew up and he's exiting the Rolling Loud stage for his first time. And then he sees that his brother and is in the middle of a melee. He's not there anymore. He's years removed from this. But yeah, PnB Rock probably peeped that shit. PnB Rock said, I'm with my daughter and my girl. We outside. We on Fairfax. I already peeped it. We out of here. We gone. I'm just going off the vibes. We out. She ain't peeping though. She be thinking I'm tripping. PnB Rock was like, we like 2 to 3 streets down and she wants to pull over again? Not thinking. Someone came and took a parking spot and they must have been following. And when I walked past the car, is bombed out, tinted to the max, and I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. And this is crazy because I see because it's like, why are you not double parked? I see it. Why are you in a parking spot but you're not getting out the car? That right there is a dead giveaway. Now, if you're double parked, I'm not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, though, is a dead giveaway. Why are you not double parked? If you're in a parking spot, why are you still in the car? It's called the parking spot for a reason. You don't park your car and still continue to sit in it. Because now I want to know what's up. Whose man is this? Whose guy is this? Why is his windows? Why are they tinted? Why are the windows so tinted? Shit. You know what I say? Roll through my block with your windows tinted. I'll shoot it out till I see who's in it. That's another dead giveaway, man. But the major question, you guys, the major question revolving around this is the perception that his shorty doesn't have his back. The perception that his shorty doesn't have his back. We're going to get into that. The perception that he's shorty does. I want to clear all that up, man. Because people are being really ridiculous about that. This question right here, revolving around the perception that his shorty doesn't have his back. His girl posted on social media. His girl wanted to stop here again and again and again. You know what I mean? The shorty could be like, oh shit, that's the Louis store. Let me run in there and buy some shit. Shorties always want to do like 100 stops. You know what I mean? Like, let me run up in there and see if they got the new fall season, that type of shit. And doing, you know what I mean? Doing BS like that. That's just a thing females like to do. That's not to say it's not common. It's happening. You just say, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing the shopping right now. We have a planned route. That to me is like some little kid shit, man. You know what I mean? It's like they're like, oh, there's Wendy's or there's a, you know what I mean? There's this spot, that spot, Burger King. But it goes to show you that she was making spontaneous stops. She did not line him up. She did not line him up, you guys. Her dropping the picture in Roscoe's, let's address it. Her dropping the picture in Roscoe's, chicken and waffles. Here's the thing with that. So taking the picture at Roscoe's, that's a thing that females do. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing that females do. But me, if we're going out to dinner, this is Mikey T. We're probably at Philippe's. I'm not really letting you take a flick. I'll be chill like, yo, we ain't doing photos tonight. You're chilling with a different type of dude. It's Mikey T, the movie star, baby. I'll tell you what. Take the flick. Post it when we're on the way back to the crib, when we're on the way back to drop you off. Not while we're sitting here. Because now you done tagged Philippe's Chow. You done tagged Roscoe's accidentally. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but post it after we're out. You know what I mean? Post it after we're out of here. Post that shit after we are up out of here. And if you don't like it, you can pay for your own Philippe's Chow. And I'm off this. PnB Rock said this. PnB Rock said this, you guys. Yeah, gangsta shit. PnB Rock said, I didn't go in the store for 2 seconds. Why did you go in the store in the first place? You notice these dudes these dudes is chilling in the car. They're waiting for you to move. They're waiting for you to do something. Why are you giving them that liberty? Why are you giving them that advantage? Why are you playing into their plot? Oh, we're going to pull up. We're going to watch him get out of the vehicle. We're going to follow him into whatever place he goes, whether it's the Chinese spot to get some food, whether it's the convenience store to get whatever, some Dutches. We're going to follow him in whatever spot he's going to. Sometimes, that's why I was saying, sometimes you just got to say no. Yo, baby, the Gucci store is going to be there tomorrow. We out of here right now, though. I notice bad energy. When I see bad energy, I don't want to be around it. Like, and there's nothing soft about that. There's nothing soft about being smart. There's nothing soft about avoiding an avoidable confrontation. You don't know these people. It's not like it's somebody that you have a true vendetta against. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's somebody that you have something against to the point where you want to get up in their face and argue. You don't even know these people. You've attained a level of celebrity where random people are watching you on the internet and they have their own problems with you. Share this video, everybody. Share this video. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. I've seen some things. Order online. Order online. I know maybe Grubhub or Uber Eats, maybe it's a little bit more expensive. But also you got to take into consideration what it cancels out for you. Dudes are sitting in Roscoe's or sitting at the Waffle House waiting for 20 plus minutes. Don't these artists, entertainers say that they make a song in 15 minutes? If you're making the next hit record in 15 minutes, we need your energy focused there, not on, you know what I mean, going to the Waffle House and making sure you get the chocolate chip waffles. You know what I'm saying? That one is my favorite. That one was my favorite right there because I like how they actually put all the chocolate chips on the waffles and shit. That's pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying? You always got to order the waffle on the side. It's like, yo, you better make sure you. Nah, man. I agree with what Whack 100 was saying about Blueface. You made Tatiana. You are never by yourself anymore. And it doesn't matter if you think you're by yourself, you're not. Because person over there knows you, reporter over there knows you. Op over there knows you. Dude who thought wishes he made Tatiana over there knows you. You know, you're never by yourself anymore. So you better make sure that you're in a comfortable setting for yourself to remain comfortable. That's why a lot of these dudes walk around with security so they can remain comfortable, so they can be the person that they were before they blew up and walk around with a little bit of, a resemblance of what they once had, not having to worry if dudes are popping in, just autograph this shit for me, faking it. Ain't nothing wrong with signing an autograph, taking a photograph with somebody that supports having a conversation with somebody that supports your craft. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, Rock said, I didn't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people hop about the car. Now, what happened here is PnB Rock avoided this situation and he left. Now they got a couple blocks and they pulled over. Rock said, I didn't go out there. And he actually noticed their car pull up right beside him, tinted windows and shit like that. So Rock said, I didn't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people hop out the car talking gang shit. I recognize the energy. He started talking to me on some gangsta shit. I'm like, do you know me? I flagged him off and I walked out the store. Academics asked him, does that make you nervous you're with your girl? PnB Rock said, that's why I be trying to be cool. You don't want to be nervous to make it look like something is about to happen to you. You want them to be as calm as possible. You want your girl and your kids to be thinking it's cool and ain't nothing going to happen to us. We super good. So I just be cool. I kept it cordial. We out. When they got to the car, I let them know I'm not on that. I ain't going to say what happened, but dudes know I'm not on that. So PnB Rock did not actually reveal what happened there. It was probably a conversation that they had where he was able to talk his way out of that situation in whatever manner it was, whether they all came to a understanding of respect, which I choose to believe it was. PnB Rock actually went on to say that a lot of these dudes and him kept in major contact. You know what I mean? Academics is doing a great string of interviews here. It's just so unfortunate when we lose somebody like this, you guys. You know what I mean? Somebody that we literally have. I talk about the fact that we've been keeping up with him for the better part of 10 years, but we're literally just keeping up with him in the last weeks. In these last weeks, we're literally just seeing news surface and different things play out over the last few weeks and months of his career. So that is a major hitter right there when one of the current, people that we're literally seeing updates on every day. You know what I mean? Like bringing it to another situation that's almost relatable is we saw, the post from Rollo every day, and now they're just gone. You know what I mean? Got caught up in that situation. And Rollo was another frequent poster on social media. So we see these guys just ripped away from us, whether it's a tragic incident like what happened with PnB Rock. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say I saw PnB Rock all over social media like that as much as Rollo. I looked at PnB Rock more for his musical talents. Rollo was building his character, you know what I mean, through the social media presentation. He had music as well. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Rollo was working with all these guys, Lil Durk, NBA young boy. You know what I mean? He really had access to all the dope ass artists and shit. And I give respect where it's due though, guys. I always do. So academics asked another hard-hitting question. They ain't take nothing from you? PnB said, I ain't never been robbed in my life. I ain't gonna say never. I ain't superstitious, but I haven't been robbed. PnB said, I do me. I don't really be outside like that to be in the mix of dumb shit. I'm in the shop. I'm gonna get some drip. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to places where people are not gunning to be on the gangster shit. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to the club. They ain't gonna catch me at no strip club. Dudes be out there lacking. I'm just not doing that. I'm not gonna put myself in no situation because I know what happens in those situations. PnB Rock gave that interview with DJ Academics. A lot of people looking back at it right now just to see how real it was in, conjunction with what just happened. He was eating lunch with his girlfriend, the mother of one of his children. This is what one of the news reports put out there. Police are looking at the possibility that he was targeted over his fame and fortune and the jewelry he was wearing. It happened just before 1:30 p.m. yesterday. A masked man stormed in and went straight to PnB Rock's table. The 30-year-old artist and his girlfriend were both robbed. The police don't think this is random. A lot of thoughts are being put on social media post. A lot of fans are blaming the post. The suspect was masked, so no description was put out just yet. There's surveillance cameras inside and out. There are surveillance cameras inside and outside of the building, you guys. They're hoping the video cameras will find the suspect, and they've actually been working on that footage, you guys. So let me see here. Yeah. Where's my chronic? Let me get a little something lit up, y'all. Rest in peace for sure, man. Rest in peace for sure. Just crazy to hear about this incident, you guys, happening in Cali. This incident happening in Cali, and PnB Rock doesn't leave the situation. You know what I mean? This is really, really wild to me. PnB Rock is the type of guy who has the means to get out of the situation. I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The fact that he was living in California during the pandemic, it really doesn't mean much of anything. You know what I mean? You can live anywhere in the middle of a time when everybody is isolated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how properly he was introduced to what was going down out in California prior to this, you guys. I really don't know how introduced he was to the California hip hop scene, or not just the hip hop scene, you guys. Iceberg said, oh, nah. You can't tell the Jack boys that. You can't tell the Jack boys I ain't on that. Might as well tell him I'm a plate. That's what he told him. We are live right now, y'all. Salute everybody on the tap in. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in, supporting the brand. One second, I gotta grab some chronic. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. Glizzy, I'm a plate. I mean, that's one thing I didn't understand either, when but I mean, what's he supposed to do, right? What's he supposed to do? Challenge all of them while he's with his girl? You kind of gotta, and like he ended up saying, he went on to form a bit of a relationship with them. A bit of respect was actually formed. My guy Neighborhood All Star says, and if you are a rapper entertainer, you need to take the proper precautions when you go to public places, especially in certain areas. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for subscribing. Everybody watching this, subscribe to the channel right now. If you're watching this, subscribe to the channel right now. If you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel right now. I found something to be pretty interesting. When 50 Cent posted about the Instagram location. Speaking of that, what did 50 Cent's biggest adversary recently say? 50 Cent's biggest adversary is back, you guys. That's right. The game is back. And the game says when he sees 50 Cent, it's on site. He says when he sees 50 Cent, they're going to be throwing shit. So the game is really back on this 20 plus year beef. The game is really back on this 20 plus year beef. I'm going to put it celebrity boxing. Putting it up, man. Who do you guys got in celebrity boxing? I want to know. Who do y'all got in celebrity boxing? 50 Cent of the game. Let's get your votes. Ooh, my guy said 50 has boxing experience. 50 has boxing experience. I just find it odd that 50 Cent and the game are actually going back at it on Instagram. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the quickest way for their words to circulate with the game actually performing in Houston, a place where 50 has taken up residence. You know what I mean? And then he's literally in Houston talking about 50. It's back on and popping. Now 50's drawing up the whole Instagram warning of the location. I really don't know how to tie those together. I don't know the 6 degrees of separation on it. I'm not really going to begin to address that. I'm just going to say I think they're two totally separate issues, but I will say that I think it's kind of crazy that 20 years, nearly 20 years, 18 years removed from their beef, the game is literally saying, yep, the game is literally saying it's TOS, terminate on site. It's TOS. The beef is back on that level. I really, like, what? It's been 18 years. You've been beefing with 50 Cent since March of 2005. What, April maybe? April maybe of 2005. So what is that now? We're in 2022 of September. We're in 2022 of September. Like, for real? Like, for real? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you seriously kidding me right now? Right, Lucci? I totally feel you on that. And they want to ask, I had spoke on a Suge Knight documentary, a Suge Knight movie. Like, let's be real about a Suge Knight movie, you guys. So much of the death row story has already been told. So much of the what more do you guys want from the death row story? We already got Pac coming home, creating California love. You know what I mean? We already got Snoop feeling uncomfortable, getting on the jet with Death Row. You know what I mean? We already got that whole picture. We already saw Dr. Dre leave. We saw Tupac taken from us. What else do we need to see? What else do we need to see from the death row story? I found it really interesting when 50 Cent said he was going to do the early life of Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg was going through that case. I thought that would be interesting. That's a very interesting look to go. But if you're just talking about, you know what I mean? If they're just talking about doing another Suge Knight story, and yeah, I'm flipping on it, man, because if you want to ask that question, you could send in a super chat. All questions can be sent in by super chat if you want to ask anything. But there has been mass debate, mass deliberation on a Suge Knight movie. But as we've heard Whack 100 speak on it, as we've seen actually movies released, we've seen Suge Knight documentaries released in the past. I just don't know how much of an interest there is, man. I don't know how much of an interest there is for the Suge Knight story. And I'll be real. So if there's not an interest for the Suge Knight story, where's the interest for them other stories? If they make a Suge Knight story, it'll probably be along the level of the Michelet story. Well, Iceberg just said something that I think he may want to. I'm not sure Iceberg really wants this thought out there. Maybe he was trolling. Not too sure. A Suge Knight movie produced by Diddy. Iceberg, not the time for that, brother. Not the time for that, brother. Really? Really, bro? Come on, man. Put a good executive producer on that one, man. Diddy has done a couple films, you know what I mean? Diddy's done a couple films, but he really hasn't ventured much into, any directing like that. He's done a bit of acting, which has been okay. You know what I mean? It's not the worst of the worst when it comes to the rappers turned actors. Better than some. Others you just wonder why the hell they ain't acting more. You know what I mean? Ti coming into the game to be a comedian now. Like, that doesn't make any sense, Tip. The people love you as an actor. The people love you as an actor. That you are one of the only hip hop artists turned actor that actually was accepted in a very serious way. If you look at Ice Cube's career, Ice Cube's roles have been mostly based comedically. If you look at Ludacris's career, his roles have mostly been based comedically. You got a major opportunity with that Takers film, and you really took the ball and ran with it. I don't understand. I just want to vent this, you guys. I just want to vent this. I don't understand. You know what I mean? I really just don't get that whole shit right there. Like, Mikey, what don't you understand? Read between the lines, man. Everybody put it in the chat what you're smoking on. This is what I'm blazing tonight. This is what I'm blazing tonight, y'all. I'm rolling up. I ain't using my grinder either. I don't really, man, I should be using my grinder, but I don't really mess with it. I'm old school with it, y'all. I'm old school with it. And when I hire my blunt roller, and man, if he's using the grinder, I might take offense with that. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know now. Just letting you know now. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, T.I. T.I., yeah. T.I. was actually one of the actors that was respected. He actually got to play serious roles. T.I. got to play a serious role. He did jump into the comedy, I think, with Will Ferrell and shit like that. Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Oh, you smoking on some Marathon OG, bro? Everybody put it up in the chat what you're smoking on. Yeah, they're all good. I even like Ludacris, man. Ludacris is good. Ludacris is good. And he's smart. Really smart businessman. But you know, I'm more based on the music. I've been more Ludacris, Disturbing the Peace. Nothing to forget right there. I'm not going to lie to you. Disturbing the Peace is not a label to forget. They got many different releases. They spanned many different labels. Disturbing the Peace at one point was looked at as Def Jam South. You know what I'm saying? So let's just put some respect on it. Let's give it respect where it's due. T.I. was good in American Gangster, but he didn't really do much in it, though, right, Lucci? He really didn't do much in it, though. I want to be like you, Uncle Frank. He's like, yo, man, you got a good arm. You got a good arm. You got a good arm. I want to be like you. Whoa. See, that was cool, actually. You're right. You're right, Lucci. You're right. That was actually really good right there. When you could really kind of say it was like, oh shit. And T.I. wasn't the one who snitched. You know what I mean? They had the other dude who ended up snitching, which was kind of whack. It's like, really? But that's how it played out. You know what I mean? Frank Lucas actually put a lot of his family members into positions where they all were owning businesses and shit like that. So one of them, according to the American Gangster movie, I guess, caught a charge. And then they easily coerced him into just turning on everybody. What? Are you insane? Are you nuts? So let me get this. I'm having a really hard time ascertaining this, you guys. So this guy who's actually a part of a family that's thriving, like his family is actually thriving. You get arrested and now you're going to turn evidence on your whole family, thus ruining your whole family's life. And we talked about this a little bit earlier with big breadwinners with leaders of families. We talked about this a little bit earlier. This dude right here who snitched on the family, if that's the accurate case of it, if that's the accurate case of it, I believe the same kid actually forgot to take the stash out of the trunk at one point as well. If these are accurate depictions of when it went on, I just want to say that's ridiculous to jeopardize your whole family over the fact that you had to go serve a year or two in jail. 5 years. I don't care how many years. You're not going to jeopardize your family. That's 100. Just like I'm saying in PnB Rock's case, when they run up on him at Roscoe's and you're with loved ones, with cherished ones, you know what I'm saying? Like don't be putting people in certain predicaments. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you're not attaining the number one goal of the day. The number one goal of the day is being able to tuck away your children to bed at night, go to bed with your wife, maybe watch a little ESPN, whatever you want to do, surf the internet, play your Xbox, whatever it is you want to do. Remember the number one goal of the day. Dudes, Pac and Juice, yeah, that doesn't even need to be mentioned. Absolute classic. You know, that's one thing I liked how they did about the All Eyes on Me movie. I'll give that to them. I will give that to them. This is not an All Eyes on Me review today, you guys. If you want me to do something like that, make sure you put that in the comment section. What you want me to do. I'm open to reading the comment section. Um, I liked how in Eyes on Me they actually showed Tupac's actually his range from acting, the way he was acting in all those different films. I thought that was really awesome. I thought that was really awesome. And yeah, speaking of Baby Boy, no disrespect to Tyrese, but I really wish we would have got the chance to see Snoop and Pac act together in Baby Boy. That would have been amazing. Although it would have been absolutely wild to see Snoop Dogg actually cheating, or Tupac's baby mama or Tupac's girl actually cheating. Or what was it? The situation was that Snoop came home, right? Snoop came home and Tyrese was with the girl. So that would have been the other situation played out, and Snoop was like putting pressure on Tyrese, right? So Snoop would have been putting pressure on Pac. Hold on one second. Let me see if my bro RBH. Let me see if my bro RBH is available. Sorry, you guys. My bad. I'm just sending my link to my bro. Getting something twisted up for the show. Okay. Snoop came home and Tyrese was with his girl, but they had a kid together, Tyrese and the girl. And Snoop came home like, I need a place to stay type vibe. I would have really liked to seen those interactions with Snoop Dogg and Tupac. That would have been a really interesting role that Pac played. I think there would have been I would have liked to have seen Pac play in that role, man. Damn, Main Flow. Where are you from, Main Flow? It's kind of crazy. How long did you get to talk with Pac for? How long did you actually get to chop it up with Pac for? I want y'all to check this out. Rock. PnB Rock shouted you out on his new interview with The Breakfast Club, speaking on Philly inspirations. Can you recollect meeting PnB Rock for me and inspiring him as a younger artist? What did he say? He said Gilly was one of the most inspiring artists from Philly, as well as, Meat, Beanie Siegel. He wanted to throw your name in there as one of the most inspiring.
Okay, that's what's up, man. PnB Rock, my guy. I'm sorry, PnB Rock's, it's my guy. You know what I mean? One thing I can say about PnB Rock that I really appreciate is that you meet some people before they got money, and they be a certain way, they act a certain way. Then when they get some money, you look at them like, who the fuck is this guy? Where did you come from? So you let a couple dollars change you? He never changed. You know what I'm saying? He's still the same person that I met in the studio when he didn't have a dime. Now that he got money, he's still the same person. So that's what I respect the most out of him.
If you guys want to see this exclusive interview, all you got to do is go to the page. My interview with Gilly is up there. Y'all can check it out. He speaks on PnB Rock. Y'all got to check it out, man. Hope y'all check this shit out, man. Gilly always drops gems on us, gives us information that we need to hear.
You know what I mean?
What do you think? What do you think of so many artists being able to transition from the trap to the pop charts?
I mean, it's called growth, man. You know, how long you want to be stuck in the trap, man? It's called a trap for a reason. Because either you're going to go to jail or you're going to go to the grave. If you ain't growing in life and life is passing you by like a goddamn PT Cruise on the expressway, who really losing? So it's only right that you go through a certain amount of growth, and as you grow as a person, you grow as a thinker. Your music grows because now you got more stuff to talk about. You done seen more, you done more in life. Amount of growth, and if you ain't growing in life and life is passing you by like a goddamn PT Cruise on the expressway, who really losing? Because either you're gonna go to jail or you're gonna go to the grave. If you ain't growing in life and life is passing you by like a goddamn PT Cruise on the expressway, who really losing?
What a classic line from Gilly. What a classic line from Gilly right there. Yeah, I just posted it up. Everybody in here, if you want to check out the interview with Gilly that I did, classic interview from a few years ago where he spoke on PnB Rock, actually shouting him out at the Breakfast Club. I want y'all to go take a look at that right now. What do you think about that, Iceberg? What do you think about that quote right there about the PT Cruiser, bro? Shit is classic, man. I really appreciate Gilly for blessing me with, the stories, man, in general, blessing me with the stories and the opportunities to speak with him about parts of his life that people don't really get to hear about. You know what I mean? Actually getting to hear about the opportunity that he had to link with PnB Rock and build with PnB Rock, what he actually did for PnB Rock. Y'all got to hit the link right there. Y'all got to hit the link in my description to go check out the full interview. I'm smoking on some good ass loud pack tonight. I'm I'm always smoking on some good ass loud though. Let me know what you're smoking on in the chat. This is what I'm smoking on, this GMO. I finally got my hands on it, baby. Now I'm from Connecticut. I'm actually from Connecticut, y'all. For anybody wondering, I'm from Connecticut. If you want to follow me on social media, the best way to follow me is on Instagram. If you want to contact me about anything, Iceberg said about the PT Cruiser, that car was trash. Mad females had it, and dudes that swore Dodge Magnum station wagons was fire. That was that era. Damn. Brutally honest, my bro. Iceberg, always brutally honest. Okay. I thought you was on the Marathon OG. What are you sprinkling some of the moon rocks on at Neighborhood All Star? You sprinkling some of the moon rocks on the Marathon OG? And what is Zodiac? You're gonna have to explain that to me, brother. You're gonna have to explain that to me. I put my Instagram right here if anybody wants to follow me on social media. If anybody wants to follow me on social media, also implore you guys to tap in with Exotic Pop. Salute my guy. Little Flip, putting me under the vibes. Exotic Pop. Island Vibes. Soda. Soldier Boy got his own joint. 20 flow ounces. There's 20 ounces in these Exotic Pops, y'all. These joints is lit. Man, I can't wait to drink this one right here. I got a couple of these Soldier Boy joints, though, chilling in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? I just like to keep one close so I can actually promote it when I'm going live. You know what I mean? So I can let y'all know, tap in. These joints are actually in a bunch of stores, but you can always order. You can always order and just get a crate sent to yourself, man. Sip on some Exotic Pop, man. Sip like a movie star. And you know what? Eventually, I'm going to get my own Exotic Pop. We're going to get the movie star edition. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, everybody go hit up the Exotic Pop and shit like that. We're going to get our own Exotic Pop. The movie star edition of Exotic Pop. Yeah, we're coming. We coming for that flavor. They got all, I was showing y'all this one too. I got one of these chilling too. I'm about to drink one of these too, to be honest with you. The Bun B Trill OG orange soda. I've been messing with orange soda lately, the Fanta and shit like that. So that's why I'm waiting to try this joint right here. But you know, I do a test review. I do a test review on the show actually when you know what I'm saying? I always be doing a test review on the show when I drink the Exotic Pop. Whoa, bro. Smoke the flour out the raw cones. Yeah, I do that as well. I do that as well. But I smoke the moon rocks out the bubbler. Okay. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, because moon rocks is just something you put in the pipe kind of. But yeah, apathy is from Connecticut. Apathy is from Connecticut. Yep. Chris Webby, Apathy, a lot of guys out here. What was it? Lucky. Uh, a lot of dope artists from Connecticut on the real. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dope artists from Connecticut on the real. And I'm trying to put on for Connecticut too. And as soon as I get into the position that I need to be in, I'll be able to put on more. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm working my content just like any other Connecticut artist, any other New York artist, any other artist from Cali. Like they should be working their material. I'm working my material. Just like they're, whoever the hell they are, I'm Mikey T, the movie star, y'all. Just like they're whoever the hell they are, I'm Mikey T, the movie star. I treat myself like an artist too, you guys. I work myself like an artist too. Wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, start grinding. Let's do some open questions. I want to open it up. Anybody got any open questions? Yeah, I believe it, bro. I believe it, yo. I do, man. I can't wait to get on some of that moon rocks, man. Is that just not trying to get too much in your business, brother? Is that just specifically shit you grab from the dispensary? Anybody that's got any open questions, throw them up, man. Y'all can throw up the open questions. I've had a ball tonight with y'all on live. Everybody on here, if you're wondering what you're watching, it's the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. You're watching the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. I subscribe to the channel. When you see me go live, make sure you tap in. You're like, oh shit, that's Mikey T. He's fitting to be on some wild shit. Mikey T's fitting to be on some wild shit, or Mikey T's fitting to be on some informative shit. You know what I mean? I really come on here to inform y'all. Sometimes we're all on here informing one another. We go back and forth. This channel right here is a channel for the people. And I really do appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all for tapping in. You get it from, oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. I was about to say, you asking me about the cookie store in my area? Because, yeah, they put a cookies up in Massachusetts, but you're talking about the cookies that is actually on Melrose. Woo! The cookies that's on Melrose. That spot actually, I've seen actually in some of Gilly's posts. Shout out to Burner 100% for taking the cookies empire to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? A lot of people were wondering what the hell was Burner doing wearing all that cookie shit. People were actually wondering what the hell is going on with all that cookie shit. He's turned it into like a 50, $60 million conglomerate. He's turned it into a 50 or $60 million conglomerate, y'all. Yeah, totally, man. Got a lot of respect for what Burner did. Favorite cookie strain. Favorite cookie strain, All Star. A lot of people say cereal milk. Some people say some of the newer stuff, like the Mexican flan, is awesome. The Granddaddy Pluto, another one that's really good. The Madrina, the Georgia Pie. There's a whole lot of amazing cookie strains. If anybody in the chat is actually, messes with cookies, if anybody in the chat actually messes with cookies, you can post your favorite cookie strains as well. You guys can post your favorite cookie strains as well. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the live videos. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, like I said, so you don't miss the videos. Shit, let me see what's going on. Oh, celebrity boxing. Who do you got? The game, 18%. All right, I'm giving y'all 2 more minutes to vote in the poll. The Tropicana cookies. What the hell? You are lucky as hell out there in California, man, to be getting all those dope ass flavors. That's amazing. I never even heard of no shit like that, brother. Tropicana cookies. Tropicana cookies. Wow, that just sounds awesome. I'm going to give y'all about 90 more seconds to vote in the poll. Giving y'all 90 more seconds to vote in the poll. I want y'all to vote in the poll right now. Damn. Nobody has been Paul. Nobody has been caught yet at this point. At this point, nobody has been caught yet. The assailant was wearing a mask. He did escape with a getaway driver. Surveillance footage has been taken from inside and outside of the property, but at this point in time, nobody has been apprehended. Obviously, when that happens, we will be here to bring you that news. You know what I'm saying? When that happens, we will be here to bring you that news, you guys. But yeah, definitely appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. I want to play Gilly's thoughts on PnB Rock once more.
So it's only right. PnB Rock. PnB Rock shouted you out on his new interview with The Breakfast Club, speaking on Philly inspirations. Can you recollect meeting PnB Rock for me and inspiring him as a younger artist? He said Gilly was one of the most inspiring artists from Philly, as well as, me, Beanie Siegel. You wanted to throw your name in there as one of the most inspiring. Okay, that's what's up, man. PnB Rock, my guy. I'm sorry, PnB Rock's, it's my guy.
So before we watch this, I want everybody to vote in the poll. I'm giving y'all just another couple minutes to vote in the poll. If y'all want to solidify it, 50 Cent. If y'all want to vote game, vote game. Who do y'all got in this one? Who do y'all think would win in a celebrity boxing match? Since Game says it's on site. He says it's on site.
You know what I mean? One thing I can say about PnB Rock that I really appreciate is that you meet some people before they got money, and they be a certain way, they act a certain way. Then when they get some money, you look at them like, who the fuck is this guy? Where did you come from? So you let a couple dollars change you? He never changed. You know what I'm saying? He's still the same person that I met in the studio when he didn't have a dime. Now that he got money, he's still the same person. So that's what I respect the most out of him. You know what I mean? What do you think?
So let me take a look at this poll. All right, guys, I'm going to end the poll right now. I'm going to end the poll. Definitely appreciate you guys voting for it. 50 Cent dominated this poll, though. I'm giving y'all like 15 more seconds. If any game fans are in here, if we got any game fans in here, and while you're at it, hit that like button, man. Definitely appreciate everybody hitting the like button. If we got any game fans in here, I'm giving you one more chance. Or if 50 fans want to stamp it, 50's got some stat. 50 was Floyd's boy, man. Money team shit. No doubt about that. All right, guys, I'm ending the poll right now. It looks like it's 80% for 50 Cent. 80% of the people in the chat say 50 Cent would defeat the game in celebrity boxing. So that leaves the game with literally 1/5, 20%. If you haven't voted, vote right now. Oh, 21% for the game. 21% for the game, you all. If you haven't voted in the poll, you can vote right now. I'm giving you a last opportunity. Who do you think would win in celebrity boxing? I'm asking this question because of the fact that the game said in a recent social media post, he actually said that It's on site. It's actually on site the next time he sees 50 Cent. So that's why I'm asking this question. All right. Oh, shit. A few more votes came in, but it's right back to 80%. 80% of the vote sticking with 50 Cent. So I'm giving it to 50. I'm giving it to 50 on this one. I'm going to pull back on the polling right now. I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll, you guys, right now. Everybody in here, if you want to check out this interview in full with Gilly the Kid, hit the link I have pinned up right now.
What do you think of so many artists being able to transition from the trap to the pop charts? I mean, it's called growth, man. You know, how long you want to be stuck in the trap, man? It's called a trap for a reason. Because either you're going to go to jail or you're going to go to the grave. If you ain't growing in life and life is passing you by like a goddamn PT Cruise on the expressway, who really losing? So it's only right that you go through a certain amount of growth. And as you grow, as a person, you grow as a thinker. Your music grows because now you got more stuff to talk about. You done seen more, you done more in life. So you're not just confined to talking about the trap and what go on in the hood.
If you want to see this interview in full with Gilly the Kid speaking on PnB Rock, hit that link in my bio right now, you guys. If y'all want to see the interview in full, dope ass interview. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. One more time, I want to tell you to follow me on social media. If you're wondering what you're watching tonight, you are checking out the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. My most recent throwback classic that I posted is with Gilly the Kid. It's out right now. The link is posted up. Y'all can check it out. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you're rocking on that platform. If y'all are on that platform, follow me on the gram. You heard what I'm saying? Come follow me on the gram. I'm about to light back up. And I will see y'all in the next episode, man. I will definitely see y'all in the next episode. Go check out the Gilly interview. Drop a comment on it. If you missed my live from earlier today, where I broke down some of this information with Twiz, go check that out. The day before that, I basically broke down PnB Rock's whole career, going from his first albums, getting signed after getting locked up, signing, dropping his first label debut. Go check out all the material. Catch up. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next episode, man. Mikey T, the Movie Star. You're watching the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. Let's go. Peace.